Hi guys, my name is Success. So in today's video, I'll be showing you guys how to draft a Queen Anne neckline and a princess darts. So let's get started. The measurements we'll be needing are bust, under bust, waist, full length, shoulder, and the nipple to nipple measurement. These are my measurements, so you'll be using your personal measurement for this. First, you mark your chest line. Mine is 8 inches. Next you mark your underbust. Mine is 12 inches. And then you go down to mark your waistline or your full length. But in this case, it's actually waistline, so you roll across it, roll it to the other side. So after rolling, I'll go across to label them: chest line, underbust, full length, or waist length. Now you measure your shoulder measurement. Mine is 7 inches. Then you roll it down to the chest line. Then you come down by 1 inches from the shoulder point. Mark 1 inches. You can use half inches. You measure the remaining length. Mine is 7 inches remaining. Divided it by 2 gets 3.5 inches or 3.5. Mark 3.5 inches, and then you go in by 0.5 inches. Next, you go to your chest line. Divide your bust point measurement by 4. Mine is 8.5 inches. Mark it, and you use a curve ruler or your free hand to shape the armhole. Next, this is how it's going to be looking after you've curved it. At the neck, you go to the neckline. Mark 2.5 inches for the neck width, and then you connect the 2.5 inches to your shoulder slope to form the shoulder slope. Connect to the shoulder to form the shoulder slope here. Next thing is to draft the Queen Anne neckline. You go down by 6 inches from the neck. From the neckline, you go down by 6 inches. You can use 7 or 8 inches. You can go as far to use 9 inches, depending on how you want yours to be. If you want it down, you can use 9 inches. But I'll be using 6. For the neck width, I mark 3 inches first, but I later increased it to 4 inches. I recommend you use 4 inches or 5 inches, depending on how you want yours to be. But 4 inches is okay. Then you connect the width and depth with a slant line, not a straight one. The line does not have to be straight, it's supposed to be slant. Then you come up by 2 inches. And then you use your curve ruler or your free hand to draw out the Queen Anne neckline. You can use free hand so long as it's curved. This neckline was too small for me, so I actually added 1 inches to make my 4. I said it earlier. So the next thing we're going to be doing is, so we've marked the shoulder. The next thing we're going to be doing is to mark your bust measurement divided by 4. Mine is 8 inches, 8.5 inches. I I added 1/2 inch for allowance. This is a pattern. You can decide not to add allowance and add the allowance when you cutting your fabric, but it doesn't really matter. Then you add, I'll go to my other ball divided by 4, add 1 inch allowance. Then I'll mark. And I'll also do the same for my waist. My waist measurement, I'll divide it by 4. Divided by 4, mark it, then I add 1 inch allowance. So after marking, I'll proceed to connect these lines together. You can use freehand for this. So this is for the princess that I forgot to record the video. I didn't know I wasn't recording. So for the princess that you divide your nipple to nipple measurement by 2, mine is 8 inches, so half is 4 inches. Mark your 4 inches from the center of the chest line down to the waistline. Then you come to the armhole divided by 2, which is 3.5. You curve from the chest line down to the armhole. That's why it's curved this way. You can see that I added to my neck there. Then it's time to cut. It's time to cut out the pattern. Remember, the neck width is 4 inches, depth 6 inches. You can use 7, 8, the way you like yours. And for the princess that you mark your nipple to nipple measurement divided by 4, divided by 2. Mine is 8, so I divided by 2, giving me 4. Marked from the waist, from the bust chest line down to the waistline. Then I came to the armhole, marked divided by 2, giving me 3.5. Then I curved from there. So we just cut out the patterns, and yeah, this is how it's supposed to look. This is it. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. If there's any question, drop it in the comment section. Thanks. Bye.